Well, good morning from Australia. It's coming up to 4 o'clock in the morning here on Thursday, and I have Damien joining me with me on the Resistance channel, which is the backup channel to Southern Truth. And we got some news that just broke out about an hour ago from Eric Spitfire. If you haven't paid attention, there was 3 Beagle dogs that was left out for 24 hours, maybe even more, in the freezing cold weather that Michigan's been having. And we don't know if this was the owners that done it or anyone, but the behavior of leaving dogs out in the cold like this is just forbidden. We do not support it here on this channel. And if anybody else who doesn't support it, we're along with you. But anyone that does support it, you're a fucking asshole. Here we all love fucking animals. They're just like our family. Whether it's a cat, dog, bird, whatever animal it shall be, we love fucking animals. But for people involved, they need to be dealt with the full extent of the law, and this behavior is just forbidden. Whether it's in the cold temperatures or where I am right now, where it's fucking hot in summer, you just don't leave your fucking dogs or cat or whatever animal pet you have out in the freaking
weather.
Never in the outdoors.
In the weather, in the hot weather, in the cold weather, and it's snowing in Michigan too. Extremely bad. Inches and inches of snow, and it's super cold. It's like 10 below zero.
Yeah. And there's places around America right now that are having a fucking winter storm. Even Texas is fucking snowing right now.
Yep.
So if anyone that have a pet, bring them inside, keep them warm, keep them fuzzy, and more importantly, don't leave them outside in the freezing cold. More importantly, here in Australia, don't leave your freaking pets outside in the freaking heat. Bring them inside in the air conditioning room and give them plenty of fucking water or fluid, right? Because whoever whoever
I was going to say not beer. Don't give them beer.
I had a dog and I used to give it beer, and my fucking dog loved it. Not too much beer. I will say that. Not too much beer. Just give them a little bit. They'll be fine. But
you don't want them stumbling around and falling on themselves.
Yeah. And not only that, I've seen people blow fucking dope into a dog face once and made the dog stone and walking crazy. Don't do that shit. Don't blow smoke into a fucking animal's face. Period.
Right. You blow it in their ear.
I'm
just joking.
Well, even a human doesn't like smoke blowing in their fucking face. Even I don't like another smoker smoking in my face.
Right. It's just inconsiderate. You don't want to do that. And it makes your eyes burn and it sucks.
Oh, especially when you're smoking on a cigarette yourself. You don't want somebody else's smoke coming back at you.
No.
So, but no, Eric Spitfire broke this news. He's out on the road. He's going to a protest right now. He also said, if you're in the area, I will say this. I've got some numbers to call to read out for you guys. Just hold up for a second. All right. Here's some numbers that he mentioned. Right. It's minus 6 degrees below zero right now in Michigan, and Eric been up night wondering if the 3 Beagle dogs lived through the night. Eric has called the Livonia police to ask if they would do a check on the dogs. Now, if they froze to death, the owner will be will get rid of their bodies, and a persecution will never come from this abuse of those dogs. If you have any chance and you're in Michigan, please call the police today on 734-466-2470. I'll say that number again, 734-466-2470. After that, call the mayor. That number is 734-466-2201. That number again, 734-466-2201. Then demand your news station to get onto this story and get some attention it deserves. Call Fox 2 on 248-557-2000. That's 248-557-2000. Channel 4 on 313-222-0500. That is 313-222-0500. Channel 7, 248-827-7777. That's 248-827-7777. They're the numbers you need to call right now and get some action happening. Because this does not go down well in my books, Damien. Your opinion, man.
It's a tragedy, man. It's a tragedy. And you know, I had a instance here several years ago where I was in a different state. I was in Indiana, and I was staying on a piece of property out in the woods, and there was a neighbor there that had locked her dog up, and it was snowing outside. It was cold as shit. It was probably 20 degrees. Maybe not as cold as it is in Michigan right now, but it's still very cold. And she had literally wrapped this dog's chain around a tree and locked it so that it couldn't move away from the tree.
Yeah.
And you know, I went and knocked on that lady's door, and I told her, I said, if you don't unlock that dog, I'm going to have you charged, and I'm going to take the dog from you. And man, I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong with people. How can you have a pet and call it a family member and treat it like that?
No.
This is absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, it is. There's so many people out there that don't deserve to have a pet. More than because some of these people treat their own children like this. You know, abuse. Right? And I've seen so many animals being left stranded because they don't know how to look after them. I've seen baby kittens being put into a plastic shopping bag and being dumped out in the bush to be killed by a wild animal like a predator, right? I've seen that. I've seen dogs being cut up to pieces because people just take it upon themselves that because the dog won't stop barking, they need to fucking kill it. They don't need a pet. You're right, Damien. They don't. Pets,
no, they don't.
Pets are like family. You've got to be treated like family. And if you leave a pet out in the freezing cold in winter, or if you leave your pet outside in a freaking hot summer, you don't deserve a fucking animal. You need to be yourself locked up on a leash on a tree outside and go through the same suffering as some of these animals get put through on a daily basis.
I totally 100% agree with that. 100%. That should be their punishment.
Yep. Because
and you don't get any food or water either, just like you didn't give those animals any food or water.
Right.
Let's see how you like it.
Like, I've seen so many animals that get starved to death and they're bony as hell and they can't barely walk, they can't barely do anything because they've been abused by what quote unquote owners, right? But you wouldn't even want to treat a freaking human being, but some of these people do treat the animal the same way they treat a human being. Abuse, callous behavior, which is uncalled for. It's the lowest of low, in my opinion. It's the lowest of low, right? We can talk about pedophilia and all that, but to harm a pet, in my standpoint, is the lowest you can go before you get to pedophilia and abusing children, right? Because, in my opinion, your pet is a child as well. So if you abuse a pet, it goes hand in hand as abusing a child, in my opinion.
Yep.
In my opinion.
I'd agree with that.
And no matter who it is, no matter where you come from, we do not condone this behavior whatsoever. It is pathetic. It's scum. It's just scum behavior.
Scumbaggery.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word I was trying to get at.
I knew it. I knew that's where I know that's where you were going. Scumbaggery.
So, if we can get Eric on the show, he's on the road. He's going to a protest right now. We've got a comment from Eric. Oh no. Eric liked my thing. Can someone message Eric and get him on, please? Damien, would you like to message him or later?
Give me just a second here and I'll try to do that.
Can you send him the link? Can you actually send him the link that I gave you to get in the show?
Yeah. I can do that.
All right. Send him a message and we'll get him on. He's actually on the road right now. There's a protest happening. He's obviously heartbroken. Eric's got animals himself. He's got dogs, he's got cats. And yeah, I mean, if I was there, I'll be going to the protest too. I mean, that's who I am. I mean, hey, the dog that we look after is a rescue dog, and Shay's parents got that dog 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago. Come up to 5 years ago, and we love this dog. We've looked after it so many times, and we treat her. Yes, it's a female dog. We treat this dog just like our own. It sleeps on our bed. It does everything, So, it just.
Yeah, all of our animals sleep in the bed.
Yeah, well, sometimes it will sleep on the floor. Depends how hot or cold it is. Depends on the weather situation. But yeah, the dogs and cat will either sleep on the bed or sleep on the floor. Depends how what they want. If they want a spot, sometimes they'll just find a spot and say, "Nah, bugger you, I'm sleeping there. I don't care if you've got to move, but I'm sleeping right there." And sometimes when you go and sit down on the lounge, you don't realize that animal is there. You accidentally sit on it. So that's another thing.
Or sometimes they just climb up right behind you while you're sitting down.
Yep. And sometimes dog will just walk out in front of you and fart in your face and walk off and say, "You took me spot, you dumb." Yeah. It has happened to me before, So while we get Eric on the show,
okay, I sent him a link.
Yep. while we get Eric on the show, I've got some breaking news, people, and this is some exciting news. I went on to the Rocker Diaries YouTube channel, which used to be called Blood, Sweat, and Metal, for those people that remember. Since I started that channel back in 2014, drum roll, Damien. Well, you're drinking. You can't do a drum roll. Don't do a drum roll while you're in your mouth. All right. So since I started Blood, Sweat, and Metal / Rocket Diary channel back in 2014, to date, we have over.
Oh, breaking up. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. Can you hear me? Well, maybe he dropped out. Yeah. Okay, just wait there. Damien frozen. Here he comes. There you are. Yeah, you dropped out. All right.
Yeah, I saw that, and I switched out, so I'm on a different.
All right.
I'm on a different.
All right. Let me say this again. Got some exciting news to tell. For many people know I do a metal show with Damien, but I've got some exciting news. Since I started that YouTube channel called Blood, Sweat, and Metal back in 2014, which is now called The Rocker Diary, I went to look at some information on the channel. Drum roll, please, Damien. Well, since the channel started, we have now officially got around 21,000 views of all the videos combined since we started that channel.
That's awesome.
The Dave Evans interview, that was a recent interview episode that is approaching over 1,900 views in 3 days. 3 days, and it's the second highest viewership on YouTube for the Rocker Diaries. The one that they got to beat is Dave Ellefson from Megadeth, which got over 3,000 views. But the biggest viewership that I have ever got, which is on Podomatic, which was Rob Duke from former lead singer of Exodus, that got over 10,000 views on Podomatic. But on YouTube, Dave Evans is the second highest viewership interview we've done ever.
And it's still climbing. It's still climbing.
It's still climbing. Dave Ellefson has got over 3,000, and below, coming in third, which is another 1,500, 1,500, was Bobbing Tongs talking about Pantera. So, if you haven't already subscribed to the Rocker Diaries YouTube channel, please go over there, give it a subscribe, and go through the entire catalog of interviews that I've conducted on my own, and the other co-host that I used to have, Dave from Melbourne, he's there, and also now Damien is there. So go and check it out. Next Friday, I'll be interviewing a band from Europe called Epica. Tomorrow, later today, Damien, we've got an interview. We've got an interview with a band from Melbourne called Palace of the King. You can join. It's around about 10:30 my time in the morning, so it'll be early.
I may or may not be able to make it. I don't know.
If you don't make it, you don't make it. It's 10:30 well, it's in about just over 6 hours time from now.
It's possible.
So anyway, that's another show. We don't have any bullshit over there. That's my baby. That is fucking my baby. So anyone that comes over to do bullshit shit, you're going to be automatically blocked. We have no time for your nonsense. But you're more than welcome to come here because this is a different platform that we do, a different type of show we do. And Eric gave me a thumbs up. Get over here, man.
Yeah.
What was it? I'm just sending Eric a message now. Just hold up.
Yeah, I sent him the link. Just having a bit of coffee and moonshine today.
That's all right.
That's right. That's how we do it in the South.
Yeah, it's bloody fucking hot here, man. It's still over 31, maybe 32 degrees in the morning. It's just after 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's still fucking hot. That's how hot it's been.
Well, okay, let's for the American viewers, 32 degrees is around like 85
in the morning.
Here. Yeah, 85 in the morning. It's still like 4 o'clock, 4:30 in wait, it's like 5 o'clock now, right? Like 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's 15 minutes past 4 in the morning here.
Oh yeah, see, and it's 85 degrees.
Yeah, the sun's not up yet. The sun's not up, and it just goes to show that
it sounds like California weather.
We're living in a little mini heat wave. However, next week I'll be going on a little vacation with Shay and her parents to Port Lincoln, which is up the coast. It's an 8-hour drive away from where I am, in the same state, of course. And I'm doing some fishing. And here's Eric. G'day, Eric. Can you give us a live update, man? You're live on the road. Tell us what's been going on, man.
Yeah, I just had a talk with the owner. He came out and totally thinks what he's doing is right. It's all good. And trying to take my license plate, trying to call the police. Because my truck hadn't like stopped, like I shut it off. I didn't get any of the audio, unfortunately. Looks like we got ticket over here.
Yeah.
Concerned about this animal. These animals, 3 of them beagles. Which, if you look it up, they're not letting you left outside for long as 50 minutes. 240. These dogs are out. Negative 50-degree weather. It's only 50 degrees right now. They went outside. Anyone simple movement? How you doing?
Well, I'll say fucking.
Snow. There's lots and lots of snow.
Yeah. Lots of snow there. You got any volume, Eric? You got any volume? Yeah, I don't think he's got a microphone with him. Can you hear Eric? Eric, we can't hear you, man. You got a microphone or something? Oh, whatever.
It might just be the.
He's running.
Yeah, it's running through my Bluetooth still.
Yeah, there you go. We can hear you now, man. We can hear you now.
Yep. It's running through my Bluetooth still. So we got the ticket out here. Several news stations have been contacted. Leading these beagles out here. I did
I did get into I had a conversation with the guy earlier. He thinks what he's doing is just fine.
Who left the dogs out? Was it the owners or someone else?
Oh, the dogs have been. They live outside. Again, it was negative 15 degrees last night, and these dogs were outside. They live outside in these little plastic tubes. I don't know if you
That's
can
horrible,
make a
man.
full screen so you can zoom in on that. Three of me thinks there's no problem. Again, I had a conversation with him. He thinks it's all fine. Come on! I just wanted the truck to shut off so I can.
Right. So
I can
you make his screen full screen, Jamie, so we can see what's going on there?
I'm trying.
Several news stations have been contacted. They're out here.
I'm trying to. I'll just hold up.
This guy's basically, he doesn't care. He's doing it on purpose now just to piss people off, I guess. But allowed to, I'm on public property in the street, so I can film all I want. He tried to call the cops, but nothing he can do because I wasn't on his property.
Can you say that, Damien? No.
I can see it, but it's on our split screen, so I don't know what.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him.
We got 97-1 the ticket out here again. The mayor's been contacted. Animal control's been out. They say this is okay. There's some ordinance, city ordinance to where they're allowed to be out here.
Is that
Being short
in
hair
that cold of weather, they're allowed to be out there in that cold of weather. That is ridiculous.
Beagles aren't. Again, anybody can do a simple Google search and see that beagles are not supposed to be out in this temperature. Their heart rate can drop, hypothermia, and they could die. So I'm glad they made it through the night. Several concerned people have driven past about this. So we're gonna make this guy famous.
Yeah. Damien, can you see that screen better?
Yeah, I can. And did you say earlier that he had shock collars on them so that if they bark, it gives them a jolt?
Correct. I'm gonna shut the door and hopefully that'll. So you might not be able to hear me for a sec. So I wanted to turn off my Bluetooth.
Leave your phone, Eric. Leave your phone that way. We can see a little bit better that way.
Yeah, that landscape.
Yeah, leave it landscape. Yep. So there's the house.
Yeah, that's horrible. And beagles are notorious howlers and barkers. So that's like second nature to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I have a neighbor with a beagle.
Let me jump off here and then wait till my Bluetooth shuts off on my car. That way I can walk around and won't go through my car. I'll be back in a sec.
That's all right. Yeah, we'll see. We'll still be
Oh,
here.
sure. Come on over here. Absolutely.
So once again, we're live with Eric Spitfire. He's in Livonia, Michigan. It's super cold there with lots of snow on the ground, and the owner of these beagles has left them out in sub-zero temperatures to suffer, in essence.
Yep. Hang on one sec, Damien. 950 wants to have a word with us. Come on over here. I gotta go through the Bluetooth until it shuts off. How you doing?
Oh, good. Yeah, I can't have them though. Who is that?
Oh, they're live streaming for me.
For who?
I'm Eric Spitfire, Spitfire Sentinel on the YouTube channel.
Gotcha. So, Eric, what's the deal here?
Well, apparently these dogs stay outside 24/7. They're outside last night. Negative 15-degree weather. The owner thinks that's just fine to leave them out in these plastic tubes. Again, a simple Google search, you can see that beagles aren't meant to be out for longer than 15 minutes. And anything under 40-degree weather, let alone this, their paws can crack, heart rate slows, they could die. So I mean, this is horrible. And this guy's just thumbing his nose at everyone who's trying to help him. He's at offers of better suited outdoor structures, dog houses, offers of money. Take the dogs and bring them in at least. He won't accept any of it. So he just takes his nose at everybody now.
Oh, he's got straps there, and he's got barrels, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, look at plastic barrels.
Yeah. And they're in a cage. Yeah, you don't think that's enough, huh?
They're in a cage. No. I mean, from the research that I've done, Beagles are short-haired dogs, and they're not meant to be out, and especially as cold as it's been here. It's only 15 degrees now. Last night it got down to negative 15, and these dogs are outside. No, I don't. But according to animal control, I guess they said that they're okay to be outside like this.
Well, that's what I heard. I heard the cops have been called. Animal control came out. Nobody did anything.
No, it seems like most the people, the popular opinion is this is animal abuse right here. I have yet to see anybody say that this is acceptable or okay, other than the owner.
And animal control.
Animal control, correct. There's been calls to the police, the mayor. I think even there's calls to the governor now.
But Humane Society.
Yeah, all the above. And again, they somehow say this is acceptable. What's your take?
I'm not a Beagle owner.
Sure.
So I don't know.
Simple Google search will show you these dogs are not meant to be outside in this weather, and certainly not last night in negative 15-degree weather.
Right. And you said the owner came out and talked to you?
Yeah, he came out and I asked him. He said this was acceptable, that he's training to be outdoor dogs, and that was about it. Went over and took out my license plate number and called the cops. But we're on a public property right here, so as long as we stay on the street and keep it kosher, keep it cool, keep it peaceful, we're allowed to come out here and film all we want.
Yeah.
And there's more people that are going to be coming out here, and people keep driving past. Again, there's been lots of offers. Why you wouldn't just take a simple, better structure, a doghouse? I don't know.
So, Eric, what do you want to see done?
I'd like to see these dogs be brought inside at the very least. Very least, dogs be brought inside when it's this cold out. I think that's what we all want. I don't think this owner should have these dogs. I think it should be removed, and with a proper family will take care of them.
So if he said, okay, take my dogs, would you take them?
Would I take them right now? Sure. Yeah, but I think there's others that would too.
I gotta give him a call. So give me the name and title. Or how you
my name's Eric Wilkinson. I'm Spitfire Sentinel Resurrected on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. You can go there and check out alternative media, as well as breaking events going on, protests. And this is kind of a mini protest here, but I appreciate you taking the time to come out here and check this out.
Well, I got a text yesterday about it. I meant to get out here yesterday and didn't, so I thought I'd check it out today.
How many how often do you get calls like this and go out and look at things like this? Rarely, right? Right. That just shows you how messed up it is.
I was with the Humane Society tracking some coyotes down in Detroit, and I posted it, and then people thought I was this real animal kind of guy, and it's a news story to me. I don't, I'm not taking pride to it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Sure. I mean, a lot of people consider these like their children, their babies. I have 2 dogs. They're my kids. So
yeah, no, I got one too. Yeah, I get it. It's cold.
Would you leave them outside in this type of weather? What it was last night?
I had an Alaskan Malamute that I would leave out.
That's a different story.
All day.
But even an Alaskan Malamute.
And I was working steel at the time, so he had an insulated doghouse.
Sure.
That I built.
At very least, I just say doghouse with hay, not this.
It's insulated.
Right. These are literally plastic tubes, people.
Yeah.
They're in a cage.
No, I get it. I just don't,
And apparently, you notice with the fresh snow, they're locked in this cage 24/7. See that? Yeah. You can see on the snow, there's no tracks from the dogs, so they're obviously not being let out of this little cage for exercise, which is even worse if they're in the cold. They're not moving around. This is horrific.
Give me a number I can get a hold of you.
248-991-2851.
Right, that's not for publication. I just need it.
You bet.
So where are you at? What city?
I came out here from White Lake.
I'm out in Milford.
Okay.
And that's how, I don't know. I think it's maybe kind of old. So I adopted a dog.
We are live with Eric Spitfire Wilkinson on the ground in Michigan, where he's just been giving a interview to a reporter that's been on the scene too. There's 3 Beagle dogs that's been left outside overnight in the freezing cold temperatures. Eric is there, and apparently there's a small protest going on. He has spoken to the owners of the house, Eric has, and just there was a news reporter that was talking to Eric. we'll just keep following him around, and yeah.
Again, 20472 Perlingbrook, Livonia, Michigan. You can come out and again, if you would have the sound would have came through when I talked to this guy, you would see what an ass clown he really is. Bringing a speech like others, kind of like this person that just drove past driving their car while wearing masks, same kind of deal. Yeah, I don't know why my Bluetooth's not shutting off, man. My truck's off. So we'll come out here. I think other new stations are going to stop by. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not shutting off. Let me try shutting the door again.
Really good. So it sounds really good. We heard everything you said, everything the reporter said.
Yeah, you're doing well, Eric.
Until I walk away from the truck. All right, so as always, brothers, son, will stick together. I'm gonna shut this door. Hopefully, the Bluetooth will shut off. No, you know what? Before that, let me just.
Nope, he dropped out.
And there he goes.
He will be back. He will be back. Let's do a bit of a recap, shall we, Damien? Let's tell the listeners what's been going on.
So Eric's on the ground at this house in Livonia, Michigan, where three little dogs with short hair have been left out all night in freezing sub-zero temperatures, I should say, sub-zero temperatures, and snow on the ground. They're locked in a cage. They can't do anything except freeze in their cage, and that's unacceptable. I'm sorry. Any animal owner who actually cares about their animals would never do anything like that.
No. And just a few seconds ago, Eric was doing a interview with a news reporter. There is a little small protest on the sign where he is right now. Eric will be joining us back. He's just charging up his Bluetooth. He'll be coming back in. But Eric has also spoken to the owner of these animals, and don't know what eventuated. Hopefully we can find out more about it when Eric gets back on. But
well, he seems to think that it's perfectly okay for him to leave his animals out in sub-zero temperatures, which is, again, like I said, unacceptable. You can't do that.
No, yeah.
They're not meant for cold weather.
And I think Eric did mention that not only did he call the mayor, he's also called 911 as well, because we're looking at -6 degrees in Michigan, and they animals have been left out all night for the last 24 hours, apparently. And Eric was just joining us. He's on the ground, with boots on the ground, and you know, this is just like the old days, Damien, where we do a stream here and someone's on the freaking. Here he is. Here's Eric right now.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, you can, man.
All right, the popo just pulled up behind me, so we'll see what they have to say.
We've got no your video's not on, man.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
There he is.
There you go.
Now turn it sideways, man. Turn it in a landscape.
Yeah, do landscape.
Eric, turn your phone around. Oh, he dropped out again. He'll be back. He'll be back, as always.
He'll be back. And hopefully we can hear what the officer has to say.
Yep. And more importantly, Damien, we mentioned at the top of the show, this type of behavior is just not acceptable. We do not condone it.
Condone? No, absolutely not.
And more importantly, what we're currently doing right now is like the old days of where we used to get on a panel and there'll be someone on the ground doing live report. This is what we always wanted to do. Again, here he is.
So I saw a post on Facebook from a friend that said that these dogs are being left out here in sub-zero temperatures constantly. So So I did some homework about beagles, and they're not supposed to be out for longer than 15 minutes in under 40-degree weather. But I guess there's a city ordinance to where, there's nothing that can be done. I guess animal control came out and had said that, they're okay out here. How that's possible, I don't know. I mean, you can do a simple.
Hey, I was here yesterday. Several other officers were out with animal control yesterday, and they have proper enclosures for the dogs to be in and everything.
Those little plastic tubes are?
That's what the animal control officers said.
Yeah, that's what we heard too.
They told us they're insulated 12 inches above the ground with a bay of hail. That's what they told us.
Another thing that we noticed over this past several days that people have been posting is that you can see in the yard there's no footprints whatsoever. So these dogs aren't being let out to even move around in this sub-zero temperature. If you look at the yard, you can see there's no paw prints anywhere. So this is just we think these dogs are being abused, and the fact they're not even getting exercise, which obviously you can see because there's no paw prints in the snow. That should be concerning. I understand the enclosures and such, but they're not even getting out of these cages at all for days on end, I guess. So, people are concerned about these dogs. They've offered even to buy them houses, better housing, even. Yeah, but he won't budge. So, we're just documenting it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he
if something happens to the dogs,
Okay. So he said you guys were picketers. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm just wondering what exactly were you doing? Are you?
No, just documenting.
Okay, you're not actually going up to his house or anything?
Oh, no, I don't go near the property. Nobody stay in the street.
Okay, very good. I wouldn't recommend doing that.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you're just staying out here in the
stand right here, documenting it.
You're not blocking traffic or anything?
No. And
a bullhorn or anything?
No. Different I guess different news stations are coming by, and they're gonna kind of document it too.
Okay, very good. Yeah, as long as you're not like interfering with him or the ordinance says molesting.
Right.
As long as you're not interfering or molesting or yelling on a bullhorn or blocking traffic or going on his property, you can't post any signs in the ground.
Sure.
So I mean, as long as you're not doing any of that, it's you have your rights, and you can sit in your car here if you want.
Thank you.
Any questions about that?
No, that's what's up. Thank you for friggin' upholding the law and the Constitution. I guess I should say, but
is this your car, sir?
My wife's.
Wife?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you happen to have your ID just so I can jot your name down?
Sure.
Just we like to log people we come into contact with, and what's a good phone number for you, Eric?
248
Okay.
991 2851.
All right. Well, there you are. Appreciate your cooperation.
You too. Same.
And if you're going to be doing this more often, if you got any questions, just call the station before you do something. We don't want anything to escalate, and then we come out and then people are in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. What we're hoping is, to get, a decent amount of group of people together, and then the TV station said they come out and document it.
Okay.
We just, the worst part is, you can see the dogs aren't getting they're not even getting to move around. So, it's very concerning.
Yeah, for sure.
They're short-haired dogs.
Yeah, just know if you guys, not you in particular, just if your groups or whatever, people that have the same ideals as you come out, he might keep calling, and then, we don't shrug off calls. So
sure.
Just know that, he might be speaking with us.
Nice. So keep it cool, keep it peaceful.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's, we've been cordial, no issues. So just know that we might, if he calls, we come out. So
gotcha.
That's just how it goes. So, okay.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric.
Thank you.
Yep. Take care.
You too.
Well,
that went well.
Oh, I'm back. I grew up here in Livonia, so I'm back in my hometown, and the police have always been outstanding in this town.
It's good to see that they're upholding your constitutional rights, and that they hold the law in regard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, who rang the police? Like the owner thinks that you were threatening him?
Yeah, well, he said that I think he said harassing or something.
Yeah.
No, we're documenting.
Yeah, I know. So how
There's somebody else down here that's talking to the police too. And this isn't the first time they've come out. I guess they've been getting getting calls for the last couple of days about this. I mean, again, it was -15, man. I urge anybody to go do their homework on beagles. And the thing is, again, you can see in the yard there's no paw prints, so they're not even getting out of this little tiny
Enclosure.
prison cell cage to even get exercise or move around.
Yeah. So it's not a big enough yard for that exercise for the dogs.
Well, it is big enough yard, but they're in a cage. They're in like a little metal dog run cage. 3 of them, and
It's basically a jail. It's basically a
be
jail.
running around in it, but there's no paw prints in the snow, which says they're not running around.
Is there any footprints in the snow to lead people to believe that he's actually like going out and feeding and watering them?
Oh,
And
there's human footprints I see, but there's no paw prints. There's no evidence.
Here's another question. This is the ipso facto question. Okay, at what point does water freeze? 32 degrees, right? So, are they actually getting water to drink? Because the water would just freeze in that enclosure.
And I guess again, animal control came out and they said it was okay, but you know, I could tell that the cops weren't too thrilled with this guy or with the situation either.
Now, question: Did you actually see the dogs while you're there?
Yeah, I mean they're wandering every now and then. They're wandering out of their little
and how would you rate
enclosures.
How
let me see if I can let me get out of the truck.
Well,
and see if
my
I can.
my question is to you, Eric. How do you rate their behavior? The dogs you're talking about.
I can tell they're shivering.
Yeah.
They're not moving around very much. No blood circulating. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to understand that this is not good for the dogs.
Right.
All right, let's see here.
And Beagles don't have that much fur. Let's put it that way.
Right.
And any animal lover, any person who has animals and actually loves them would not leave them in sub-zero temperatures. They say the guy's almost doing it just to spite people. And yeah, I know I didn't have to show my ID because I wasn't being detained but whatever. But you know, no need to cause any extra issues for no reason. Right. They're being cool. You be cool. I get it. I understand.
So how many people are currently there on the scene with you right now, Eric?
There were 2 different news stations here. And 2 separate people came by and they talked to the police. And I'm just waiting on the person who actually posted this to come back and let me know if there's going to be more people out here.
Right.
Or if we're going to do, more. But, this guy... What a piece of dude. I mean, if you want to be known as a piece of shit, I guess this is how you do it. So let me see. I'm going to go over here and see. I would hope that this would gain some national attention. What do you guys think of these beagles being left out in sub-zero temperatures? Not right. Yep. I mean, that's... I haven't heard one person say it is right except for the owner. The guy's working across the street seeing this. Yeah, and look it up. Beagles, they're not supposed to be out in this. Anything under 40, and they're not getting any exercise. Short-haired dog. Here, we're gonna get up on the snowbank here. It's too bad that I didn't get the frickin' volume talking to this ass clown. You can see what ass. Is that better? Can you see better?
Yeah, because there's a cage there. There's a cage in there.
So that they're caged in there. You can see in the backyard, in the snow, there's absolutely no paw prints, just human footprints. So these dogs have not gotten out and gotten any exercise whatsoever. And at least, let's see, we got fresh snow yesterday around 6. So they haven't got any fresh exercise in like 18 hours. They haven't even been out of this cage. I guess they don't get out of the cage hardly ever. They just sit in there in the cold winter weather. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. This guy's a piece of work. Horrible. Right?
Obviously, that's the owner's car there, so we don't want the number
No,
plate.
he took. No, that's not. This is a business
All right, it's a
over
business.
here. That's why I'm not going on his property. But he
Yeah.
came out. We had a convo. He thinks this is perfectly fine.
He's probably looking
So
at the
no
window.
heating, no
Nah, he
heating
took
or
off.
anything like that
After
for
we
him.
had a little talkie, we had a little discussion. He took off in his truck. He left. Called the police and left. See, there's nothing. I'm not doing anything illegal.
No, you're not.
Unfortunately, I'm on public freaking street and filming, and the police even acknowledge that it's my right to film. So, again, 20472 Perlingbrook, Livonia, Michigan.
Yeah,
That's a really minimal type enclosure.
Yeah.
It's a plastic tube. Again, they're not getting any exercise at all. Yeah, whatsoever.
Yeah, and there's no warmth in that. Plastic gets cold too. So I mean, really and truly, it's just permeating that tube and probably actually making it like a freezer.
Right. I wish I knew where the property line was for this guy.
33 feet from the center line.
You wouldn't want to leave your dog food
No.
out there for much longer. We'll get
And News
frozen.
950 was here. News radio. So I mean, they're one of the largest AM stations in Detroit. Went out here and got an interview. So they're gonna put him on blast.
Yeah. Can you see if the dog's got any food there at all?
It's hard to tell. It's probably inside their little plastic tube enclosures.
Yeah.
Okay, the fact that they're not getting any exercise, not even moving around, getting their blood circulating, because you can see on the yard, no footprints is at what point does it qualify as animal abuse?
Well, how long is the leash?
What's that?
How long is the leash?
The leash?
Yeah, on the dog.
They don't have any leashes. They're just in this cage constantly.
All right.
They're in this little tiny cage constantly.
Yeah, I thought you said
With
there
shock
was.
collars on, so if they bark or whine or anything, it just sends a shock through them.
Guys, piece of work here. So if you want people to think you're a freaking worthless piece of shit, horrific animal abuser, this is how you do it.
They don't even have the opportunity to complain about their situation because they're quieted down by that shock collar.
Should get a rack of bacon and throw it over.
Hey, puppies.
Well, you know what I would do? I would call up the animal welfare to go and check on the welfare of the animals.
They already did.
Yeah,
They already did. They said this is acceptable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there again, they're not even really peeking out. Hi, puppies. They're not even really peeking out. They're just, of course, because it's so freaking cold, they're sitting in their little plastic tubes. Again, the whole city, the person who originally tipped me off to this lives in Livonia. So, I mean, the whole city is aware now.
That's good. That's good. And I hope that 100 people show up there to protest this guy.
People have been driving past
his,
for days here, I guess. Yeah, the police said that they've been contacted so many times, and the mayor, and animal control. So I mean, it's freaking whipping cold. I'm free, even with these gloves on. I'm freaking freezing. My hands are freezing.
Come to Australia.
I don't see how animal control can say that's acceptable. Like
I can't either, man. And the thing is, what was interesting is when I talked to the news guy from 950 who does this, he said he's just been flooded with calls. I said, how often do you get calls like this and have to go out and, document or shoot or interview people about animals being left outside in these freezing cold temperatures? He goes, hardly ever. If that gives you an idea of what a piece of shit this guy is.
Mm.
Dude, that's a ton of snow too. It's as high as the fence. Look at that. Oh my God.
It's over the fence. But I mean, it's shoveled. But hi, puppies. Hi, puppies.
They're like, save us, save us.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my God, they're not getting any exercise, just sitting out in the cold in that little cage.
Not even a
Trying
chance
to-
to warm themselves up by moving.
Dude, they're shivering. They're limping. I mean, this dog's just basically barely moving and limping. This is
Yeah,
horrible.
those dogs are gonna die.
What are they going to
Those
do?
dogs
Wait
are
till
gonna
they die?
Yeah.
They probably got frostbite.
That's what it sounds
At,
like.
at very least, I mean, if they don't die, it's cruel and abusive. Their coat gets all crusty. Their nails bleed. Their toes bleed. They're not meant to be out. They're short hairs. Look at this dog just limping around, limping out. Say hi and then back in. These are
I wish
not
I was
healthy
there
dogs.
because I would do a recon mission in the middle of the night and save all of them and take them home.
Yeah, these
Nobody
dogs
would
are
ever know.
not looking healthy at all.
Hypothermia, frostbite. What else could dog could be suffering?
Well, the heartbeat slows down when it's this cold. So that's, I mean, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell.
Yeah, your blood starts to harden
they're
because you're
shivering.
made
the
of
dogs are
water.
limping around. They don't need. Hi, puppies.
Hypothermia sets in. Your blood, your body's made. All of our bodies are made of 70% water. So in these freezing temperatures, you're just like freezing from the outside in.
Exactly. That's something else that I saw too. You know, I just had a little bit of time to quickly research about a dog like a Beagle being outside. I mean, people don't even leave their Huskies out in this because, I mean, these aren't. Huskies are a little more domesticated, so you don't want to leave them out in this, even with a well insulated doghouse. But yeah, I mean, this is insane. And these dogs, again, no exercise. It's the one came out. It was walking, just looked like this. Was just kind of limping along. God, this is horrible, man. This is heartbreaking. I'm gonna sign off for a sec, guys. Make a few calls, see what's going on, and then what are you guys doing? Are you going to continue, or are you going to sign off too?
We're here with you, man. We're here with you.
Right.
This is horrible. This is absolutely unacceptable and horrendous behavior.
Yeah, StreamYard won't let me stream from my phone for some reason. So, thanks for doing this. I'll be back with you guys. All right.
Yeah. Right. Well, we'll still be here. We'll still be here. All right. There's Eric Spitfire on the ground in Michigan, where 3 Beagle dogs are left out in a pen, if you want to call that, in the freezing sub-zero degrees, -6 degrees in Michigan. And the police have spoken to Eric and the owner. Eric has spoken to a couple of news reporters as well. And this behavior is totally unacceptable. So Eric will be joining us as soon as he can. He's probably trying to keep himself warm as well. So Damien, your comments, man. What you got to say? And I think Damien's just gone out for a second. He's there. But yeah. So here's are the numbers again. If you need to call, you call up the police on 734-466-247. Call up the mayor on 734-466-2201. And if you want to ring up your news stations and demand that to get the story attention, call Fox 2 on 248-557-2000. Channel 4 313-222-0500. Channel 7 on 248-827-7777. Are you there, Damien?
I'm here. I just had to step away for a moment.
That's all right. So your comments, man. Whoa!
Like I said, I have animals, and I love my animals. I've had animals my whole life. I've had dogs. I've had cats. I have 3 cats and a dog now, and there's no way that I would ever leave any of them out in the freezing cold for any amount of time to suffer. This is absolutely horrendous, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the animal welfare personnel said that this was okay to leave them out in the cold. Like,
Yeah, and I don't see how they can. They're obviously not animal lovers, because if they were, they would not find this acceptable.
and beagles don't have that much fur like the other breeds of dogs.
No,
like,
they're very, very short-haired. I have a neighbor whom I'm very good friends with, and there, like I said, there is no way in the world he would ever leave his dog out in freezing cold temperatures for any amount of time. Maybe 15 minutes, so they can go bathroom and then they go back in the house. You know what I mean?
you let
They have very short hair. They don't have that. They're not like a Malamute or a Husky or even Shih Tzu. Shih Tzus were made to be in the snow. They can have ice between their paws and they don't even care, because they have 3 layers of hair. Beagles do not have 3 layers of hair. They have 1 layer, and it's very short, and it's not conducive to the cold.
You let your dog out for a toilet if they need to go for a shit or a piss. You let them outside to do their bathroom
business. Yeah, and then you let them back in.
Exactly right. You don't just piss off after you've spoken to the police and leave the freaking dogs. It's not 1 dog. It's 3 dogs.
It's 3. It's 3, and it wouldn't matter if it was only 1 dog. It's
exactly.
not acceptable.
It's still not.
It's not acceptable. It's not okay. God damn it! This fucking infuriates me.
It does.
That the local government will not do anything about it. That is infuriating.
Yep. Now, I said it at the top of the show. This type of behavior, in my opinion, it's like abusing your own child. Abusing your animal or your pet, it's like abusing a child. It's part of your family.
I'm just saying, would you leave a 5-year-old outside in the cold? A human being? Would you do that? It's horrible.
And it's the same.
Horrible, man.
It's just the same here in Australia. Right now, it's summer. Will you leave your 5-year-old or younger in a hot, stinking car with the windows wind up?
Because it's the same difference.
Right. The question is, to people out there, what will you do in this situation where you see an animal, a pet, that's supposed to be a family member, out in a little pen in a yard that doesn't get enough exercise in the freezing sub-0 degree temperatures? The owner has pissed off after that owner has spoken to the police. Eric has just spoken to the police. He's also spoken to a news reporter.
What we're really talking about is, okay, in Celsius, 32 degrees Celsius is 0. Okay, so they are 30 degrees below 0 in Celsius.
Currently, right now, it's -6 degrees in Michigan, Celsius, Fahrenheit. Oh, sorry, Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Where I am right now,
15. It's 15 degrees in Michigan right now. 15 degrees.
It was
Fahrenheit.
-6 overnight. Eric was saying.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah,
that is freaking cold as shit.
Yep.
It's a wonder they're even alive.
Where I am right now, it is 5 a.m. on a Thursday morning, and it's 32 degrees Celsius, and the sun's not even up. It's fucking hot here. So the question is, to people out there, if you see an animal in a little pen in the freezing cold or in a sticking hot summer, the owner has already pissed off for the day. What would you do?
I'd have to save him, man. That would be my only option. I wouldn't care. If I got arrested for it, I would get arrested for it. But I would have to do my due diligence and take them out of the situation that they're in.
Or
And I
Eric,
mean that may be wrong, but I don't see it as wrong. I see it as the right thing to do.
right now,
And
Eric,
I think they would walk right off with me. Honestly, I think they would walk right off with me. They would walk right off with me. I guarantee it.
now currently, right now, Eric has been spoken to by the police because the owner thought he was being threatened. All Eric is doing is documenting on the situation. He's been advised by the police not to step on the property, which is not. He can do everything else. He can document it. He can do everything else as long as he doesn't step on the property. He abide by the rules. He said he won't do that. And he's going to come in when he can. I think he's just trying to keep warm. It's freaking cold there. And he'll be joining us back very shortly. And once again, it feels like the old days, Damien, where we're doing a show like this and we have someone on the boots, on the ground, and just comes in and give us updates. This is what the show should be about.
This is how we started.
Exactly.
This is how we all started together.
Exactly.
And we're the only ones that have hung with each other. Everybody else is gone.
Yep. And more importantly is that this is coming to you live on the scene in Michigan. What was the town again?
Livonia. It's where Eric used to live, actually, before he moved. So he has a deep seated heart in this town because that's where he grew up. That's where he's lived for a really long time. And then his family moved to a different city, but he still has a deep seated heart in that town. And Eric has a good heart, and he's following his passion for journalism, and what he's doing right now should be commended, and people should respect what he's doing right now because he's doing it for the right reasons.
Exactly right. And more importantly is it comes down to this. You see a situation, no matter what it is, and you got a phone. He's got his cell phone. He's bringing it to us live on the scene. Right?
Right.
In this situation, he found a post on Facebook saying there were 3 Beagle dogs locked in a small pen at the front of a yard in the freezing sub-degree temperatures. Eric went there today. He's there now. He's coming back on in a few minutes' time once he charges up his battery on his cell phone. He's coming back live, giving us some more updates. Once again, he's already spoken to the police. The police advise him not to step on the property. He's not going to do that. He's allowed to document it. He's been given an all clear. The Animal Welfare Rescue Team said that it's okay for the dog to be in a pen in sub-degree temperatures. I don't know how they can make that assumption, but that's what it's been. Eric has also spoken to 2 news stations. We had him one interview live here. The other one was just previous. There is a little small rally protest going on as well. And we're going to bring it to you as soon as Eric comes back on to give us some more updates as they unfold. But as soon as the police have spoken to the owner, because the owner thought that he was threatened by people out the front of his place, he called the police. He's spoken to the police. And after they finished speaking to each other, he had pissed off in his car and left the dog back home at the front of the house or backyard, whatever it is, in the pen. 3 dogs, Beagles.
It's totally
They're not getting enough.
unacceptable, man.
They're not getting enough exercise. Eric made a report just before he left that looked like one of the dogs is limping. And I will not be surprised it's already got frost bites as well. And coming
That
down
could
with
be. That could be, and only a doctor can make that analyzation. So,
Yep.
what really needs to be done is have a veterinarian come out and take a look at them and assess the situation and make a determination based on the facts and not presumption on stupid laws that shouldn't be.
Right.
I'm telling you, like, this infuriates me to no end. I
Oh.
have animals. I love my animals. I would never leave them in the freezing cold, not for 20 minutes, let alone overnight with it snowing and sub-zero temperatures. That's horrible. It's absolutely freaking horrible.
Right. So
And I've had farm animals. I've had chickens and rabbits and all that. And even in the winter, I had heat lamps in with them so that they would be warm. They were in enclosures, but they were warm. You understand? They had heat. They had good enclosures. They were taken care of properly. And this just infuriates me to no end.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
It's sad. It's sad. It makes me want to freaking cry, man, honestly.
Now, it came to a situation when the police said to Eric, as long as you're not using a bullhorn, you're fine. Eric is only documenting. He's not.
No, he's not Pete Santilli. He doesn't have a bullhorn.
Yeah, or he's not like Alex Jones as well. But yeah, Pete.
Right.
Pete Shit-Tilly. Yeah, we know about that. But I think many people out. I think people out there need to give Eric a little bit of a break. You know, he goes out with a kind heart to do anything for the community, anything.
Absolutely.
Rather than there's some people on YouTube platform who will like to slander, bitch, moan, and complain about him. All I gotta say is to you guys, and Eric will say this to your face too, but I'll say it on my opinion.
Fuck off.
You guys are just jealous. Plain and simple. You're just jealous. Because Eric had made a name for himself by what he does. He didn't ask for it. He just is.
He just is. He is that. He does great work.
Everyone's got an ego. I will say that. I've got one. Damien's got one. But it's how you use it. It's a difference. Right? Everyone in this modern day planet got an ego. It all depends how you use it. If you're overzealous, you're an arsehole. Right?
Right.
But you've got to be selfish. You've got to be.
But he's doing this with a kind heart and genuine love for animals. And I see where he's coming from because I would do exactly the same thing. This is absolutely horrible.
Same here. I'll do the exact same thing too. And like I said, the question goes out to the people that are currently watching, and they are watching. What will you do in this situation? It's sub-0 degree temperatures. Well, okay, it's now 15 there, but it was -6. 3 Beagle dogs are in a pen at the front of the house or closed in a little small pen, right? Not the yard, a pen. A cage pen.
A jail. It's a doggy jail. That's what it is. Right.
They've been left out there for over 24 hours in the freezing cold. They haven't been brought inside at all. What would you do if you come across?
Man, I know what I would do. I would do a recon mission in the middle of the night, take those dogs from their misery, and they would come willingly.
I know what I
I
would do.
guarantee you.
I know exactly what I'd do, but I can't.
Because
say
they're not being loved. They don't feel loved. They don't feel cherished. And you show them any love, and they're going to come with you willingly.
I know what I would do, but I can't really say it on YouTube.
I'll say it on air. I don't care. I would take those dogs and take them to my house.
No,
and put them in a warm spot.
I know I'll take the dog. That's not what I'm going. I'll go to the owner. What I
Fuck
do
that
to
owner.
what I do to the owner, I don't want to mention. I don't want to say.
No, I don't even give a fuck about that owner. I care about the dogs. The owner could piss off. The owner could wake up in the fucking morning and see the cage empty. That's what I'm saying.
What I do is I will treat the owners exactly the same way as they treat the animals.
I would love to do that. Absolutely love to do that.
Right? And that's what I would do. If I saw someone abusing an animal like this, whether here in the hot summer in Australia or freezing cold winter in America, I don't care.
No, I get it. I'm right with you.
You abuse an animal, I'm going to freaking treat you the exact same way as you treated the poor four-legged animal.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can't really drink beer at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I've got lemon squash.
This isn't beer, buddy. This isn't beer. This is straight moonshine.
Oh, same. I've got lemon
and it's
squash.
It's past noon here, so I can do that. It's past noon.
Well, just a little bit off topic, and we'll get back straight away. If you haven't already subscribed to the Rocket Diaries, please go over there. I did had a bit of a check since I started my music metal podcast back in 2014. It's got over 20,000 views all up with all the interviews. That's not including the views that I've got on iTunes and Podomatic. Just on YouTube, over 20,000. The last interview that came up with Dave Evans, who was the original lead singer of AC/DC before Bon Scott, it's over 1,900 views in 3 days. So if you haven't joined or subscribed to the Rocket Diaries YouTube channel, please do. But I will say this, don't bring your fucking drama there, because that's not what that freaking show's about. I interview bands with Damien, so if you want to bring your drama, you stay on here. Don't go to the Rocket Diaries. If you want to come to the Rocket Diaries, listen to the interviews. You can join in the chat room and whatnot, but don't bring your drama. Anyway, Damien, we've got well, if you're going to be with me, just over
I'm still here.
Just over 5 hours time. We've got another interview to do on the Rocket Diaries. If you can make it, if not, I'll do it on my own. The band from Melbourne called Palace of the King. So, yeah. Next Friday, however, your time, Damien. It'll be early Saturday morning, my time. I'm talking to a European band who is huge in Europe, in America.
I will be right back.
The band called Epica. I'll be talking to Epica next Friday, American time. Early Saturday morning, my time. So go over to the Rocket Diaries YouTube channel. And as many of you know, I've done hundreds and hundreds of interviews with bands all around the world. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the show. Eric is live on the ground. There's a situation unfolding in Michigan where 3 Beagle dogs locked up in a closure in the yard in freezing cold sub-degree temperatures. There's news reporters there. The police were there. They've spoken to Eric. He's not allowed to step on the property, which he's not. He's just documenting and he's bringing us update when he's on. He'll be joining us very shortly again to give us another update of what is currently going on and unfolding. There was a post on Facebook how Eric came across it that the dogs was left outside for over 24 hours in -6 degrees temperature in Michigan, and there was going to be a protest at the residency across the road from where this residence is. The owner has spoken to the police. He has now pissed off and left the dog back in the yard in the closure pen, and it looks like one of the dogs are limping. I assume that it may have frostbite. I'm no vet. I'm just getting report from Eric, and it looks like it's in a little bit of medical attention. Also, the animal welfare league that looks after injured animals said to Eric that it's okay to leave the dogs out in the freezing cold like this. Don't know how they came up with that assumption, but that's what Eric's been told by these people. What needs to happen, in my opinion, a vet needs to come on the scene and also need to get checked out. Now, here are the numbers that you guys need to call if you live in Michigan or close by. You need to ring up the Livonia Police today on 734-466-2470. That number once again, 734-466-2470. Then you call the mayor of Livonia, 734-466-2201. That number again, 734-466-2201. Then demand that the news stations in your area to get on the situation and give the attention that it deserves. Call Fox 2 on 248-557-2000. That is 248-557-2000. Ring Channel 4 on 313-222-0500. That is 313-222-0500. And lastly, ring Channel 7 on 248-827-7777. That is 248-827-7777.
Hey, can you send me a link to our channel for the show so that I can send that to some other people?
Oh, you want me to put the link for StreamYard in the chat?
No. The show, our show, like so people can watch the show.
Oh, right. So you want to
I
go
have a few
to,
people that want to watch.
Oh, you want the YouTube show? Yep.
Yep.
All right. Just give me a couple of seconds. The things I do for love. No. All right. I'm sending you a private message in, Dr. Fuckerberg land. All right. I just sent it to you, Dame. You got it? You still there, Dane? Let me read my glasses. Get my reading glasses back on. So once again, yep, you're there. Yep, you want to say
Yeah,
something?
I'm here. I gotta find the chat. Gotta find the chat. Hold on.
You get the link?
No. Can you put it in the private chat?
I gave it to you personally. You.
Oh, okay. Hold on. La, 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 la. I just have to find it. That's all.
Yeah, I gave it.
Where'd you send it? Did you send it to? Where'd you send it to?
To you. You.
In our chat?
No, to you personally. You.
Yeah, in our chat, in like Messenger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to find that. Hold on.
I didn't put into the other chat that we got, just you and me. Our chat, you and me.
Yeah, I got it. No, I get it. I get it. I get it. I got you. Mm.
The things I do for love.
And Three Musketeers? In
I haven't
the
put.
Three Musketeers chat?
You want me to
No,
put
I
it in there too?
didn't get it. Yeah,
I
I didn't
gave
get
it to
it.
you. I gave it to you, not the Three Musketeers. You, Damien Maynard. You.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, you did. I just sent it to you.
Oh. No. I got you. I got you.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
It just took a minute. That's
This is what happens when you have technology.
right.
Yeah. Can you just imagine we had the old snail mail? Yeah, I send it, mate. You'll get it in about 2 months' time.
Right.
So
Snail mail. I don't even send snail mail anymore.
I kind of do. Well, I did. I send you box, and it's still fucking not there yet.
I know. That's because like everything's delayed. Ships have to stay off the ports for a month before they even get into the port, and then everything's delayed because there's strikes right now at the ports. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and I want to send you your stuff, but I want it to get there in a decent amount of time. So I'm just waiting for kind of the restrictions to be lifted so I can send everything.
Well, see, I sent you box before Christmas, and it's still not there. I know there is some stuff going on with COVID bullshit with mailing and that.
Yeah,
but
I know
also
it's insane. It's insane, man.
But more
absolutely
importantly,
insane.
But more importantly, some of the ports around the world refuse to work, and they want a higher pay rate due to the COVID. A lot of people have been laid off work too, and that. But I know here in Australia, I don't know what in America, but down at the ports where they do ship mail overseas as well, not just via air, but they also ship mail via the sea. The people that work at the ports want a higher pay rate than what they're currently getting. And apparently, the last I heard, there's about 8 shipping containers, ships. I'm not saying containers. There's 8 ships out on the coast of Australia waiting to be unloaded, but they can't unload them because the people have gone on strike.
Right, exactly.
So, people, and one of the things that it's on the ship is medical supplies for the aged care and all that, and people who need medication. They can't get medication because it's still on the ship. So the drugstores, or we call them chemists here, or pharmacies, if people are on medication, they can't get medication because it's out on the ship, and they're waiting for their stock.
And the funny thing is that we just got a huge ship from China here, and they've already started unloading that ship.
Yeah, here,
and that's here
because
in South Carolina.
Because Australia right now has got big, massive tensions with China. We're at war with China, especially in the trade war with China. We're not.
Yeah, we shouldn't be allowing anything from China right now. Really. Yeah. I mean, seriously, you're going to talk about COVID, but you're going to allow China to send stuff over here when that's where it supposedly originated? That's bullshit.
And that's another reason why the container ships aren't getting unloaded. They're still out in the sea. But unfortunately, the pharmacies in Australia running low on supplies due to medication and insulin and ventilations with asthma sprays. They're all on the ship. They're all on the ship. And the people who need it, they can't get it because, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just going to further the death rate.
Yeah. So,
and they'll blame it on COVID. Watch, they'll blame it on COVID, but it has nothing to do with COVID.
Well, more importantly, not just that. Here in Australia, some of them want a pay rise working at the port, right? They're already earning $200,000 a year minimum. They want an extra pay rise on their salary due to the pandemic that's currently going on.
Yeah, whatever.
They don't want to unload any containers unless they get a pay rise. And I'm saying, mate, I would love to be on $200,000 a year.
Right? That's a lot of damn money, and you want to get paid more?
Yeah.
What? Whatever.
Right. You can hardly make $30,000 a year here in Australia.
I'm making like $15,000 a year, man.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's all the like they want to increase the minimum wage to 50. Here in Australia, $21 an hour. America, 50. But hey, it doesn't really matter. The more money you make an hour, the more tax you pay.
And the more money you pay for food and stuff. See, here's the whole problem in the United States. Food costs have gone up. Gas costs have gone up. The price of everything has gone up, but we still get paid the same, and we haven't had raises in 20 years. So that's where it lies. I made more money as a 20-year-old than I make now.
Right now, here in Australia, on average, per household, a person got to work at least 3 jobs to keep everything afloat because you don't earn enough.
Right.
The prices for rent to rent a house, it's fucking dear. We pay it.
When I was 20 years old, I was making $14 an hour. I make $10 an hour now.
When I was 14, I was collecting shopping carts. Well, we call them shopping trolleys. You want to know how much an hour I was collecting trolleys? $3 an hour.
Damn.
All right, that's a 14-year-old. A 14-year-old.
I made more than that on my paper route when I was 14 years old.
A 14-year-old now here in Australia who can become a manager at McDonald's can get fucking almost $30 an hour.
Yeah, you can't do that in the U.S. You can't even work until you're 16 legally. Unless you're working on a farm or something like that, you can't even work here legally until you're 16.
You can get what they call here in Australia youth allowance from the welfare, right?
Yeah, we don't have that here either.
We got youth allowance. You can get that up to the age of 21, right?
Well, Australia's lucky.
So if you get booted, let's say, for instance, you get booted out of your home from your mum and dad's place as a teenager, and you go into a youth hostel or you're on the streets, you can go down to your local unemployment agency called Centrelink here in Australia, and you can get a fortnightly income from the government, go straight into your bank.
Okay, and a fortnight for Americans is 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yep. Like I know when I went to Canada in 2002, they were saying that if you're on the welfare benefit for more than 3 months, they will take you off the welfare payments. Right? So if you don't have a job after 3, maybe 4 months being on the welfare payment, they will they'll just cancel your welfare payment. You need to get a job.
Well, that's the way it should be here, but that's not how it works.
No,
Welfare extends for like 2 or 3 years here. So it's like, depending on what state you're in, it depends on how many years you get it. But that's what they do. It's insane.
but
honestly.
unfortunately, right now with COVID and more importantly, all these jobs being closed and lost and whatnot, the unemployment rate goes up. So you've got to go on the unemployment benefit, and people are doing it tough, man. People are really doing it tough. You know?
Yeah, it's tough right now. It's tough. The whole world is screwed right now. That's what it really comes down to.
It is. But anyway, getting back to the topic, let's do a little bit of a recap what's currently going on. You want to say what it is, Damien?
No, go ahead. You start off, and I'll join in.
Well, I've got the doggy teddy bear because in Michigan right now, Eric is on the scene, live on scene. There were 3 Beagle dogs that was kept outside overnight, 24 hours in -6 degree temperatures Fahrenheit. And these 3 Beagle dogs are in a pen, like a little box prison out in the yard. They're not getting enough exercise. We don't even know if they've got any food or water. We don't know till Eric gives us a report back. Anyway, Eric has been spoken to by a couple of news stations. He's done an interview live here earlier with one of them. Also, the police turned up on the scene because the owner of the house thought that he was being threatened by people being out the front of his place. There's a little protest going on. And Eric was approached and interviewed by the police officer in his car live here. Damien is the witness. Eric is only documenting. Eric also been told that he's not allowed to step on the property, which he's not going to. He's also been said that he's not allowed to use a bullhorn, which he doesn't have one. And so Damien, Eric can document and do all he can while he's there, under the law, of course. The police were fine with it. They were very polite to Eric, constitutional. Live protest at...
I'll be right back.
Eric just gave me a message saying there will be a live protest at 4 p.m. So I don't know what time is it there right now. So there'll be a live protest where Eric is at 4 p.m. And he'll be joining us then. So at 4 p.m., probably be about 1, 2 in the afternoon there now. I don't know what time it is, but yeah. So that's a protest with this. Now, originally, this was a post on Facebook. A lady posted up, and Eric came across it, and Eric went out and out of his heart, because he's got animals himself. He's got pets himself, and this has touched his heart, and it should touch everybody's heart. If you see a pet in the freezing cold or in the stinking hot weather, like here in Australia, you would do the same thing too. You will try anything to trying to help this animal. And in my opinion, if you treat an animal like this, you should be treated the exact same way in return. We don't condone it. This is not a behavior that should be held in any form of high. I mean, it's pathetic. It's lower to flow. This comes hand in hand as abusing a child. You know, a pet, you should treat it like it's your child. If you abuse a child and an animal, hand in hand, you require the same freaking treatment of the law. Period. The Bible says to me, do unto you as you do it unto others. If you get treated with abuse, back to get it back. In my opinion. So, Damien, have you joined us, man, or have you just fallen in your well? Welcome to the wishing well. So, yeah, there's a live protest coming at 4 p.m. in Michigan. And I just got messages right now.
I'm
All
back.
right. Just got an update, Damien, from Eric. There'll be a live protest at 4 p.m. What time is it there now?
It is 2 o'clock. 2
So
o'clock. 2:05
So 2 hour time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. So Eric just sent me a message. There will be a live protest at 4 p.m. And what we can do is have a bit of a breather and come back live in 2 hours time. Or
I don't think I'll be able to come back in 2 hours. I got some other stuff I got to do today.
well, I'll do it.
I got to deposit some checks in the bank and do a few other things.
Oh, cool. You're sending me some money. Cool. You're sending me some money. Wait, how much are you giving me?
I got some hamburger helper for you, and and a Cowboys hat. But you can't wear that till winter because you just sweat your bloody balls off.
Yeah. I will. I'm a poor little rich guy.
Right.
Hey, tomorrow here in Australia, well, later tonight, it's now tomorrow, it's now Thursday. Later tonight, that's a $50 million Powerball Lotto jackpot tonight. So I might put
Are
some
you
money
buying
on
a ticket?
I'm buying a ticket. Hey, funny enough, since Shay and I moved into this new place, we have won 5 out of 7 lottery tickets that we put on. The most we won is $29. We want to win a little bit more.
Yeah. Hey, I've won. What? Look, if you really want to win the money, you get the scratch offs, man. That's what you get, the scratch offs. And make sure you buy a number 22 ticket. The ticket number, not the posted numbers on the tickets, but the actual ticket number. You get 3, 9, 22, 000, or 29. That's what you get in the U.S. Anyway. I don't know what your scratch offs are like in Australia. But
our scratchies, man, you only win about $2 or $4 or $5.
Oh no, you can win. I've sold $500 ticket winners. And
yeah, we can win a jack.
I've won $100 on many tickets. I've won $50 on many tickets.
No, you can win $100 on it, but I'm saying the most I've won on a scratchy is about $5.
Oh, that's sad, man. That's sad. I sold $500 winners like several times, and I always get kicked down like $50 when they win 500. So I'm making money when they make money.
Unfortunately, it goes by a coding process. It's a code on the scratchy, and if it comes to that code, you win the fucking jackpot. Right.
Right. No, I get it. I want to sell that jackpot winning ticket so I can get some money too. Because I know whoever wins that $300,000, they're going to give me a little bit.
Well, see, we got one here. We got a scratchy here. You can win $25,000 for a lifetime. Like each year.
Every year?
Every year.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
every year. So,
That's freaking awesome.
But no, tonight it's 50 million in Powerball. So we're gonna put some lotto one later on tonight. So
That's right. Do that. Win that money, man.
We've already got plans what we want to do if we win a couple of mil. So
Yeah, but they take half of it right away.
no,
so you're
not
only
here.
winning really half of it.
No, not here in Australia. They don't.
Well, here in America, they take 40% off the top.
Yeah.
So whatever you win, 40% is gone off the top.
Yeah, you pay tax over there. Here in Australia, you don't pay tax on it.
Oh man, I need to move to Australia.
Yeah. What you do though, what they do get sometimes, they'll give you a pup. Like, so let's say that you win 50 million. Instead of you getting the whole 50 million at once, they will just invest it into your bank account as a proportion. You know what I mean? So you can say, all right, let's say that you won 50 million. You will probably get like
10 million a year.
$1 million or $2 million a year. Yeah.
What? No, give me my damn money. I want it. It's mine. Give me my money.
But you wouldn't want it. Well, here in Australia, you buy a house if you buy a house on the coast, right, you're looking at $1 million minimum.
Yeah, here too.
Right?
Yeah. Give me my money. I want to spend it. Give me my money.
But
if I win $50 million, I want my $50 million. I mean, come on.
What you do, they'll give you a check, you take it to the bank, and you start investing in it. Right? And I like to invest it. I wouldn't like to spend it all at once. I like to invest.
I'm not going to invest it. I'm going to leave it sitting in the bank and collect interest. That's what I'm going to do.
Yep, let it.
I'm not investing it so I can lose it. Nah.
No. Invest it so you can grow it, not spend it.
Maybe you might lose it too. You don't know. That's what investing is all about. Like, you might win, but you might lose too.
It depends on how the market goes as well. You got to look at the market because
the market sucks for regular people.
Yeah.
The market sucks for regular people. Let's look at what happened on Reddit and with the whole thing there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They bought all that money and then they got shut out of it.
Yeah.
So you don't know if you're going to win or lose depending upon how the stock market treats you. Because are you a bigwig or are you just a small guy? Because the small guy loses out, man.
Yeah. But anyway, there's a protest in Michigan where Eric is at 4 p.m. I might end this broadcast here and have a little bit of a breather. I need to have a smoke and a bit of that.
Yep.
But I'll be back here doing a live on the scene with Eric. And yeah. So thanks for everyone that joining in. And hope I want to say this, I always say this. This is not to do anything about COVID, but when I say stay safe, I've always said that since I was born, because that shows me that I do fucking care, right? And it shows how much I just appreciate people around me. Stay safe, right? I say that to Shay. If Shay walked down the road by herself to grab a couple of things for tea, right, and I'm here doing my music stuff, you know what I always say to Shay? Don't be too long. Message me when you get close to home, and lastly, stay safe.
Yep.
You don't know who's fucking around. So
or what's going to happen. That's true.
Yep.
So true.
I always say that. So in the final word for this episode, stay safe, everyone. And I'll be back in about an hour and a half.
2 hours.
2 hours from now. And hopefully I'll have Eric with us live on scene to give us a live update of what's going on. So you won't be joining me for the interview with Palestine the King later?
I don't think so, but we'll see.
That's all right. If not, I'll do it myself. Anyway. All right, guys. Catch you guys later, and thanks for joining us. Get back here in 2 hours' time.